Now, from the studios of Into Tomorrow in Miami, this is ITTV.
Welcome back, tech fans. I'm Dave Graveline, and this is ITTV. Before we get started, I want to encourage you to tune in next week as we'll be bringing you some of the highlights from Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, Spain. It's the world's largest mobile event, and we'll be covering it for you. In addition to our ITTV video from Barcelona, you'll want to tune into our 3-hour radio show, as we'll be bringing you interviews with many of the exhibitors at this mega mobile event. You can find out where we're on in your area or download our free podcast anytime at your leisure on our site at intotomorrow.com. Let's jump aboard the Wayback Machine and visit the formation of one of the largest phone companies in the country. Chris is up next with a look back at some of yesterday's tech milestones with This Week in Tech History.
This week in 1885, the American Telephone and Telegraph Company, or AT&T, was incorporated in New York State as a subsidiary of American Bell Telephone. In 1941 this week, FM radio began in the U.S. when station W47NV in Nashville, Tennessee started operations. W47NV was the first commercial FM radio station to receive a license, some 20 years after its AM radio counterpart KDKA in Pittsburgh. In 1972, the Pioneer 10 space probe was launched from Cape Canaveral, Florida, with a mission to explore the outer planets. And this week in 2011, the Space Shuttle Discovery launched for the very last time, before heading to a life spent on display at a museum. That's our look back at This Week in Tech History, brought to you by IFA Berlin, a global innovation show for consumer electronics and home appliances that's rich in its own history. Get more info at ifa-berlin.com. In case you didn't know, Into Tomorrow has an ongoing Support Our Troops campaign. Stop by our site at intotomorrow.com and look for the Support Our Troops graphic at the bottom of the main page. That'll take you to another page with all sorts of things you can do to show some gratitude to those men and women working every day to ensure our freedom.
And of course, while you're at our site, don't forget about our free once-a-week tech newsletter. If you haven't subscribed yet, you'll want to. It's full of all sorts of useful information, including tech news, go figure, and even some thoughts to make you smile. Just look for the red box on the main page at intotomorrow.com, then enter your email address. You'll then get an email confirming that you'd like to receive it. Click that link and you'll have us in your inbox once a week. And don't worry, we don't share your email address with anyone. Remember, our Ask Dave hotline is open for you 24/7. If you have any questions about any consumer tech or maybe a tip for our audience, call us anytime. 1-800-899-INTO. That's 800-899-4686. Of course, our free apps are available for your mobile device, and you can even send us an audio question right from the app. You can find the Into Tomorrow apps in the Google Play Store and on iTunes, or via the links on our site at intotomorrow.com. We're using our mobile phones for more and more these days. Many people are even using them now to get into their homes. Chris is back with this week's Product Spotlight, taking a look at one device that can turn your iPhone into your house key.
It seems like just about everything is going high-tech these days. And of course, door locks are no exception. We've talked about many different high-tech door locks over the years, and one of the latest to pop up is the Kevo, a Bluetooth-enabled deadbolt lock from Kwikset. This door lock turns your iPhone into your key. It's only available on iPhone at the moment, as the current version of Android doesn't support all of the Bluetooth features that this lock requires. But if you don't have a smartphone, or an iPhone for that matter, it can still be used with the included key fob. We'll get into that in a second. It's very simple to use. You just download the Kevo app to your iPhone, pair it with your phone, and calibrate it. Now, the calibration step will help the lock determine if your phone or key fob is inside or outside your home. They say that this helps prevent unauthorized entry when your phone or key fob are inside. Once you have it paired, simply leave your smartphone in your pocket or purse and just touch the lock to activate it. Now, about the key fob. If you don't have an iPhone, no problem. The Kevo comes with a key fob that is already paired with the lock. Simply put the key fob on your keyring, or for example in a child's backpack, and then like with the smartphone, all you have to do is touch to lock or unlock the Kevo. That's great if you have a latchkey kid that doesn't have a smartphone but still needs to be able to let themselves into the house. One of the other features we like is the ability to send e-keys to friends or relatives or even a service provider that has an iPhone to let them access your home while you're not there. And with the notifications within the app, you'll be able to see who unlocks your door and when. And don't worry about someone being able to use their e-key after their visit. Once they no longer need to access your home, you simply delete their e-key from within the app and they can no longer control your lock. You can find Kevo in many hardware stores and online. We've seen it for about $220.
What do you think of devices like the Kevo? Do you see yourself using them? We'd love to hear your thoughts and share them with our audience. Leave your comments below or call our Ask Dave hotline anytime, and we may share your comments on a future broadcast. You can also use our app to submit your thoughts to us anytime. Well, that's about it for this week's ITTV update. Tune in next week as we bring you highlights from the show floor at Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, Spain. Until then, we'll see you online and, of course, on the radio.